Tech20Tuesday, where we spend 20 minutes or 15 minutes and a little bit talking about something interesting and engaging and practical in technology. And over uh, the last session we started, we had an intro session for Canva. And so Canva is really taking off. There's so much stuff. And of course, the other thing that's really taking off in our world of education, in our world of in general, is AI. And there's a whole bunch of really cool AI tools exploding inside of Canva. We're seeing them all over the place. And I'm excited to welcome back Lindsay McLean, who's my colleague on the digital learning team. And Lindsay's going to take some time and just show us a few of the AI-based tools that are inside of Canva to help you create some really cool things. So, Lindsay, I'm going to stop sharing and you can take that over.
All right, sounds good. Turn my own camera off and just share my screen here. Can you see my Canvas screen, Jeff?
We can.
All right, perfect. So we did kind of a brief, very quick overview of Canva basics last week, and this time, or what last session, this time I wanted to highlight a few of the AI capabilities, and the stuff that's in here now it's kind of mind-blowing actually. It's stuff that you could only do if you were a Photoshop user before. So I've just plunked a couple of things in here. We're just going to plug our way through. Feel free to interrupt me at any point if you have any questions. So I've just started a new document here. This is just a regular document, 8.5 by 11, so that if I were to print it out, it would be on printer size paper. And I just grabbed a photo of a favorite childhood book. I'm sure many of you have read this many, many times. And I had just snapped the photo with my iPad, uploaded it, and now I've plopped it in. So what I'm going to do is just stretch that out so it's the size of my canvas. And then when I click on the photo so that I've got that blue blocks around it, this edit menu will show up at the top. When I click on that, I get this Magic Studio suite of tools that are really quite phenomenal. So I want to highlight a few of those today. And just while I'm showing these, you can be thinking about how you might adapt these tools or use them in your own practice. So the first one here is grab text. So what this is going to do is actually lift any of the text out of your image and make it editable. So you can see there, it's kind of recognize what's text. I'm going to choose click, and I'll just click on my title there and say grab. So imagine you are doing a creative writing assignment with your students, and they were maybe changing this story. So there we go. Look, it's picked up, it's recognized that the text is yellow, and it's matched my font as close as possible. So I think that looks really good. What it's going to allow me to do now is move that around and change it. So instead of calling this story the Gruffalo, now let's just call it, I don't know, let's call it the kiddo. So I can actually type over and change the title. So that was in Magic Grab. So we've got my new title. Now I want to change the color of these little toadstools here. Maybe as a student, my favorite color is green, or I want something that matches more my school colors or a particular theme that I'm working on or whatever. So I'm going to go click on that, go back into edit, and then I'm going to choose Magic Edit. So that's this one here with the hands. Click on that, and then it's going to give me a brush. And I am just going to brush over. Of course, now I don't have the screen real estate to see my toadstools. And I think, okay, that's all right. Let's do the butterfly instead. So I want to make this butterfly green. So I'm just going to click on it. And then I just describe what I want to change. So I'll say, make the butterfly green. Takes a second, but this usually does a really good job. We'll see how it does today. You will find when you're working in Canva, sometimes it's really fast, sometimes it's slow. Look at that, beautiful. So it's done exactly what I asked. I picked the one I want. They're all identical in this case. And now my butterfly is green. Now I want to take that mouse right out because I'm going to replace it with something else. So again, I'm going to say edit. In the Magic Studio, I want Magic Eraser this time. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm just going to completely brush over that mouse. I'm going to say erase. It'll take a second. And what the AI is doing is detecting what's in behind the mouse or what would be behind the mouse and replacing it. So that is not perfect, but that is pretty darn good. So I'm going to say, okay, that's good. Now, just on the next page here, I just plopped a quick picture of my son. He's standing in a doorway. I want to get rid of everything behind him. Now, again, if you were ever a Photoshop user, you'll have memories of selecting different points on this with the lasso and then brushing out the background. Now, all I have to do, click on that picture. I'm going to say background remover, and look at that. It's amazing how well that works. So now we're going to drag him onto my other page, and look there, instead of the Gruffalo talking to the mouse, he is talking to my little guy there. So lots and lots of potential um, for creativity there and literacy, just about anything you can imagine. Let's try the image generator. So I know you've seen there's lots of different tools for image generation. In Canva, it sits under the app. So if you've never used the app to create your own images, you're just going to click on apps first and then search it. It's called Magic Media. Once you've used it once, it'll kind of pull it out and put it onto your toolbar. So mine just sits right here. So Magic Media. And I'm just simply going to describe what I want to create. So let's say a goldfish in a bowl on a table in a child's bedroom. Anything you can imagine. You can choose your style. So in this case, I think I want a photo instead of a drawing. So I'm just going to say photo, generate image. It doesn't take very long, and it's going to give me 4 options to choose from. So let's just wait and see what it creates for us here. Okay, I think I like this last one. If you didn't like any of those, you could edit your prompt or say generate again and try something else. But I'm going to use this one. Drag that over. Whoops. And then I can actually right click on that and say set image as background, and it'll fill my whole canvas. And it'll still allow me to edit that as an image. So let's do a couple of things here. First, let's pretend that this is a cover of a little book that I've written or that my students have written. So the first thing I'm going to do is add some text. Just click my text tool, add a heading, and we're going to call this the goldfish. Move that up here. Now, again, this particular feature will be buried within your apps unless you've already used it. So the one I'm looking for is called Magic Morph. Mine is right here. So it'll tell you to select an element in your design. In this case, I want the title. Then you can describe the look. So I want my title to fit within the theme of my book. So I'm going to say, give the letters fishy scales and make them colorful. There are some samples there that you can choose from, or you can describe your own. We'll see what happens here. And then what it should come back with is my title, but a more kind of stylized version of it. And I can just click on one of these and replace my title. And now I don't actually love that. Maybe I have to edit my prompt a little bit. Those don't look like scales to me, but it has pulled out some of the colors in my image, so I don't necessarily hate it either. And then let's add a little bit of text. So I'm going to go back up to text and let's write a little bit about goldfish. So we'll say goldfish make great pets. They're low maintenance, inexpensive, and easy to care for. They don't have a long lifespan, though. Okay, now what I can do is just click on this. And right up here, it says Magic Write. So when I click on that, that's the AI kind of text feature. And it's going to give me some options here. So I can fix the spelling, make this more formal sounding. I can make it shorter. The one I'm going to use this time is make it more fun. So I just click on that and there it's kind of rewritten my paragraph and just done just that. It's made it more fun. So we can say replace. And there we go. Goldfish are the ultimate chill companions. They're like the couch potatoes of the pet world, super low maintenance, blah, blah, blah. So then I can resize that text. And you know, when it's the end of the day and you just don't have any creative energy left, you can get Canva to jazz up your writing for you. One more that I wanted to show you, another photo editing tool. Just going to go here and to edit again. This is the Magic Grab. So similar to the others, Magic Erase and whatnot, I can brush over an area of my image. In this case, I'm going to choose the fish. And then just like I did with the text, it should lift that fish essentially up off of the page so that I can manipulate it. Let's see if it works this time. I could then move it out of the bowl, turn it so it's facing in the other direction. Okay, look, so now I can move my fish wherever I want, but let's pretend I want him facing in the other way for whatever reason. I'll just say flip horizontal, and there we go. It's lifted that right off the page, and that, I have to say, is pretty seamless. Jeff, I'm going fast today. That's kind of all I had in my back pocket to show. Can you think of any other tools that we've been playing around with in Canva?
You know what? I think that is really amazing. I think the really cool thing about this is that um, it's across, and all these tools work across all of their media. So if you're making a poster, or if you're making a page like this, or if you're making a presentation, the tools all work in all of those formats. So
Yes.
that's really cool too.
Absolutely. And like always, this is just a quick snippet and it's meant to kind of show you what's possible. It's not enough time for you to practice and become a master yourself, but myself and Jeff and the rest of our team are always available to you. If you've seen something here, it sparked an idea or something you'd like to know a little bit more about, you should just reach out and one of us would be more than happy to support you.
And I've just thrown the names of all of our whole team up on the screen, so you can reach out to Lindsay, or upriver Joel and Wayland are up there. Yvette, Wendy, myself are all here in the Fredericton Oromocto area as well. So any of us would love to be able to come out and either give you or help you and a group of teachers, or even come in and help you support your students as they take on Canva. I think that's the other key thing is one other keynote is that students have access to the Canva Pro version as well, not just teachers. So
Yes, yes, it's a fantastic tool and they can actually submit their assignments. You can link it to Teams and they can turn in their assignments right in Canva. The possibilities are just endless. So if you haven't taken a dive in yet at all, we really would encourage you to do so.
perfect. Well, thank you so much, Lindsay. It's been another great session, and thank you all for joining us today on another Tech 20 Tuesday, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time.
Bye,
Until
folks.
then, have a great day.